Okay, welcome back everyone to the third and final installment of this, the US license plates hot tips guide. Let's get it over and done with. Let's whiz through the last 18, starting with North Carolina. If I think they're a bit crap and not that useful, I'll sort of try and skim through them a bit quicker. The whole thing's taken a little longer than I'd have planned, to be honest. But what the hell? I've enjoyed it. And, it might be useful to you. It might be that thing that really clinches a game for you in a spectacular way. Right, let's begin then with North Carolina. Not sure how great this one will be. We've got several designs here. Lots of them feature the Wright brothers plane. That one's a bit old. It's got blue writing, but it's the same as this one, which was present for 2 years. You had the red one as well, and more recently, this one with the quill pen, replacing the Wright brothers plane. Let's see if we can find any of these. My hunch is that they won't be too useful, but let's find out. Okay, we're in Raleigh, North Carolina, or is it Raleigh? I don't know. You pronounce things weird over the pond. First thing to mention here, and I should have mentioned this earlier in previous videos, no license plate on the fronts of the cars. I believe there are 18 states that do that. I will list them at the end, just on one graphic, okay? So you'll be able to see all of them and go back and revise that if you so wish, because that is arguably way more useful than a lot of the stuff we've been talking about. Also, what I'm going to do, I'm going to summarize the most important plates, the ones that really might help you out. And I'll do those very briefly, but for now, here we are. Let's look at these plates. We can see the backs of these cars. Yeah, you can't see a hell of a lot really, can you? And as I suspected, it's just one of these white plates. You can see a bit of blue on there, maybe, bit of red, but you ain't going to get a whole lot off the plates here. My suspicion is, oh, look at that one. That's different. Can we find that? I don't know. I don't know if we can, to be honest. But my suspicion is, that it might help you in the sense that, you're on the East Coast. If you see the lack of license plate on the front combined with a plate like this, it might help you. But it ain't a great one. Okay, North Dakota then. And for a good few years, the bulk of my life certainly, we had this one. Blue sky, yellow strip at the bottom, which is, I presume, a sort of cornfield or a plain. More recently, this, kind of similar. Bison in the bottom right. And yeah, a bit more orangey on the bottom, but kind of similar. Whether we'll be able to tell the difference, I'm not sure. Let's see if we can find them though. Okay, we are at Kirkwood Mall in Bismarck, North Dakota. How wonderful. And you know what? These are actually looking a lot better than I thought. Sky blue, yellow at the bottom. They do have the plates at the front as well. This one doesn't. He's being naughty. But look at that. I don't know which one that is. I think that's that one, actually. The one that's post 2015. Kind of looks like the Colorado one, but, you're not really going to confuse the two, are you? Although looking round, I think I probably would. But, I'm not all of you guys. You guys can probably tell the difference, especially if you're from the States. But this is very common, this post-2015 one. You guys did point out that I need to be careful with the image date. Had a bit of a blunder there in New York State. But as long as you can notice that, you should be fine. But yeah, they are everywhere. These blue with orange at the bottom. They seem to be a lot more common, the ones that are post-2015. And this was taken last year, this imagery. So North Dakota, pretty damn good. Okay, Ohio. Very populated state, but interesting selection here. I think this one will be most common. White with this triangular red shape on the top. Hopefully we can depict that. But we did also have a couple of others here that we may or may not see, and they're all very different. And then also, I can't help but notice this yellow one, which has been an alternative plate since 1967. So let's have a look. You may not see that at all. You may not see these at all. Only one way to find out. Let's get into Ohio. Right, I've popped into Cleveland. No, I haven't. I've popped into Columbus, Ohio, in the car park of Staples. But the imagery is from 2011, and look, we can see all the old plates. We can see this one here, the red and blue one, and I've also seen the other one, the blue. Oh, where is it? Where's it gone? Okay, it's mainly that one, isn't it? There, that one there, blue and yellow one. See, that is that one. It's got a bit of green at the bottom as well. Let's try and find a more recent imagery date and see if we can spot that, the white one with the red triangle. Here we go. Okay, now we're in Cleveland, Ohio. So let's take a look what we've got here. There is one of the yellow, green and blue ones. But I think we're starting to get this, the white with the red triangle on top. Only been out for 4 years at this point, but it's definitely got more of a presence here. Well, it hadn't been released in the last place, but we've got a mixture of that with this yellow and blue one is quite distinctive because the yellow is on the right hand side. But yeah, we're seeing a mixture of that now and the new one, the white and red one. So Ohio, rather, isn't too bad. You've got to look at the date imagery, but it ain't too bad. If you've got new imagery, you're definitely going to see this white with red on top. And, you know, there it is, look. Is that it? Well, I don't know if that is, to be honest. But no matter what the date is, you're also going to see this one as well. So not too bad, Ohio. If you can remember all that, you might be okay. In Oklahoma, you are either going to get this, which is a bit messy. Man with a bow and arrow, which you're never going to be able to see. Bit of blue, red writing. Or, from 2017 to present, you might see this. Okay, very blue with white in the middle, black writing. Let's see if we can depict that anywhere. Okay, in actual fact, this first plate here that I've slated actually is fairly useful. You can see the blue on the side and you can see the red on the right with both of these cars. This imagery date is from 2011 though, so that would have been the plate of choice at the time. You know, I'm not going to be able to keep searching different areas for newer imagery dates, unfortunately. We haven't got time to do that. But certainly in this moment of time, I would say look out for this fairly distinctive blue on the left-hand side plate. If you are in Oklahoma and you do stumble across some newer imagery dates, look out for that, basically. Oklahoma is quite a distinctive looking state, so you should be all right. Okay, on to my favourite state now, Oregon, of course. And yeah, it seems to be this plate here. It's kind of got a purpley tinge to it with a nice big tall green pine tree in the middle. Sorry, it's a Douglas fir, my mistake. I hate mispronouncing things. Douglas fir, okay. Yeah, it's been that. That one's slightly lighter, but it's been that for ages. Let's check it out. Lots of optional plates though, I will say that. With whales and all sorts on it. Let's try and find this one though. Right, here we are in, not Portland, because I thought it was too near to the border of Washington. We're in Eugene, Oregon. I can't keep it up. Sorry, it's Eugene, Oregon. And you can see, I've jumped over a bit too far there. You can see the sort of jungle green, light green tree in the middle, the Douglas fir. And you can kind of see a purple tint either side of it. How many cars can we see it on? So far, every single one. That looks different. I have to say that might be one of the custom plates, the alternative plates. But you can see them pretty much everywhere, look. They look slightly different too. So you are getting different ones in different occasions, but that is the standard one. Look at that. Clearly purple with green in the middle. That's what it's blurring into. So Oregon is good. Yes. Yes, that is it. It is it. It looks a bit reddish, but it's purple. Yes, 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 yes. This is a good one. This is making it into the best plates list. Moving on. Pennsylvania. It's looking good. This is what I like to see. All the images are there on the Wikipedia page, and it's been the same damn plate since 1999. Let's get in there and find this plate. Surely we're going to find this plate. We are on the outskirts of Pittsburgh. Let's have a look at the cars. Let's have a look at these plates. Come on. There we go. Blue on the top, yellow on the bottom, white in the middle. Surely that's going to be widespread. Come on, come on. There it is. Yes, yes. That's 4 out of 4. This is one of those states where they don't have a plate on the front. Yeah. The blue doesn't come out too well on a lot of the plates, but on others it does. Yeah, it is everywhere. This is a good one. This is a really good one. I can't see how any other plate could be present on these cars. It's, you know, it's been going since 1999. This has got to go down as another great one in this second Staples car park. Rhode Island, another great one by the looks of it. It's been grey. The Ocean State. It's got dark grey on the bottom, light grey on the top. Not sure you'll be able to depict that, to be honest. But it's been that way since 96. Let's check it out. Let's see how distinctive it is from... What was the similar one now? Was it Delaware? Let's have a look at it either way. Right, we're in Cranston, Rhode Island, which ain't too far from Providence. Very Family Guy sort of place. And let's have a look at the plates. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of coming out slightly blue, bluey grey. As I suspected, you can't really tell the difference between the top shade and the bottom shade. But this has got to go down as a good one. I'm just trying to rack my brains to think, how similar is this to... Was it Delaware? That's the thing, I can't remember. Might have been Connecticut. You'll have to forgive me for forgetting exactly which one it was. But either way, if you have brushed up and revised and remember which is which, then you should get this, because they're all grey and it's a distinctive looking place. It's very eastern seaboard. The only thing is you're very unlikely to be in Rhode Island because it's so small. That's the only thing. But aside from that, this is good. I think Delaware's was actually dark blue. South Carolina now, and we're getting nothing from the Wikipedia page. Basically, that's the new one, and that's the one before it. Bit messy, but this orange mixed with the everything else might offer us something. Let's check it out. Okay, we are in Columbia, South Carolina, and we are also in 2012 at this point. There is the license plate in question, really, the main one you're going to see. It's there as well, and it's there as well. They've done a poor job of blurring here. The blurry guys were slacking on this particular day. You might also get this blue and white one, which is visible here, if you are in some old imagery date, rather. The only other thing is this one here, the blue and white one, which is this one. We can't see it here because it hasn't been released yet. And I'm not going to go searching for it, as I say, because, you know, it's going to take up too much time. But the main one we're seeing in South Carolina at the moment is this quite visible orange and blue one. And hopefully you can identify that you're on the eastern seaboard. So this might do it for you. And just bear in mind that, you know, you might find that blue and white one as well if you are in some newer image quality. So it's not bad, but... You know, when you're getting a mixture of plates, it does muddy things up. It's better to have a constant plate through the years. That's what we want. But not too bad in South Carolina. South Dakota now, and the same problem we have. Wikipedia article, the two most recent aren't there. However, we have Google Images to save the day. The one from 06 to 15, which is a long period of time, which might be quite common, is this one. It's Mount Rushmore, but it's white. It's more white, and you're going to see the blue on the top, maybe with a bit of red. And the one post 16, which we may or may not see depending on the image quality, is this one. It's a beige Mount Rushmore, rather. Hasn't got the red on the top. It's a very blue and beige affair. So let's look out for those. As I say, it's going to depend on the image date. Rapid City, South Dakota. We're in the town centre for a change. Let's have a look then. These are the beige ones. You can see beige with blue on top. hopefully you can kind of tell that roughly that, which area of the state you're in, these northern plain states. In which case, this should do it for you. Clearly lots of beige with blue on top. Let's see if we can find the other one, though. Is that the other one? No, that's a police car, isn't it? So mainly people have updated, presumably, to this beige one. And you can clearly see the shape. You can clearly see that the main bit of the blue sky is on the right. So this is a good one. South Dakota is decent, at least in Rapid City. Tennessee, white sky and green rolling hills. There it is. That's what it looks like. That's what we're looking for. Let's try and find it. That looks pretty distinctive. We are in Nashville on some outskirt car park. Another state where you don't have the front plates. Let's see if we can find this reg then. This reg that has apparently been going since 05 or 06. Yeah, you can see some green. You can see, especially on the bottom left. Yeah, it is most green on the bottom left. So that alone is great, because we have had other plates that have been quite green. New Hampshire was one of them, if I remember correctly. But look, basically, if you see a blob of green on the bottom left, you're in Tennessee. So that's great. Let's just have another look over here. Yep. That's really good, actually, because I'm not seeing any other types of plates either. Yep. Tennessee is a brilliant one. Texas has adopted a classic design. That is, I like the simplicity of that. It's just white with black writing. Simple as that. We may see this one, which is a bit more sort of extravagant and how you'd imagine Texans to roll about. It's got loads of like thunder clouds and, mountains and really cool, sweet graphics. Let's see if we can find that. It may depend heavily on the image date. I'm in Austin, Texas, having a look at the plates, checking them out. Seem to be pretty damn white to me. You have plates on front and back. Now, generally speaking, Texas is one of the more distinctive states. So maybe if you've got a strong hunch that you're in Texas, which looking around here, I guess I would, and you see a car that's got a white plate, maybe you're on a dusty plain, or a sandy desert, and you're wondering, are we in New Mexico or are we in Arizona? And you see the white plate, that's going to do it for you. So, not amazing because of its boring whiteness, but it might just bolster up and reinforce your Texan suspicion. Utah now. God, there are a lot of states, aren't there? There are a lot of states. Utah is tricky. We've got this one here with the ice skater, brown on top, whitey silver on bottom. And then we've got this with the archway. We might be able to spot that. They're both going till present. And then we've got this. That is the new plate in Utah. The US flag on the left. In God we trust. In God we stand. United we trust. So that might be distinctive. Let's check it out. Salt Lake City, Utah is where we are. They don't speak like that, obviously. Look at this plate. That is a distinctive one. You can just see the arch. There's no way you're going to look at that, having revised this video, and oh no, I don't know what that is. That's weird. That is clearly the arch, isn't it? Now that you've seen that image. So that's a common one. The image capture date is 2016. So fairly recent, really. That is the older one. Look, that's that one. Just waiting to find the In God We Trust one, really. Oh no, that came out in 2018. So, although we can't see it here today, it may exist on the world of Google Street View. For now, we've got the one with the brown on top, and we've got the arch. Both quite common, both quite distinctive, very distinctive looking state. Pretty damn good, to be fair. Whoa, look at Vermont. Green since day one. pretty, well, no, it's 1960 maybe. That is insane. So literally, that exact style since 1990, before I was born. Wow, let's check out the green plates in all their glory. Hey dude, how's it going? We're in Montpelier, Vermont. And actually we've got a bit of a mixture going on. I think we've got some tourism going on. Some naughty tourism. But we've got green plates as well. Look, it's literally non-green, green, non-green, green, yellow. He's come down from New York or across or up. But we have got these very green plates going on, and they're more green than the ones that you get in New Hampshire. God, it's hurting my brain a bit. Look, actually there are quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row there. So yeah, Vermont pretty good, but I think it's quite picturesque. So you do get lots of tourists. So you do get other plates like this one. But yeah, I mean, distinctive place and distinctive plates. Very good stuff. Okay, Virginia, not of the West variety, normal Virginia. Don't look too sort of useful. It's just white with a bit of blue on. So similar to many other plates when blurred. That's the thing. It's not, it's when it's blurred. That's the problem. So not high hopes, but let's check it out. Virginia Company. Here we are. Oh, there's a Pennsylvania plate. Naughty boy. Switching states. That is also another one. That might be Maryland. I don't know. Yeah, well, already it's being confused even more by other plates being here. But yeah, look, I mean, this is not good. Virginia is not good. Well, it looks nice. Richmond, Virginia, looks very pleasant. You know you're on the East Coast. So maybe you can sort of think, well, the plates look shit. It ain't this, it ain't that, so maybe it's Virginia and maybe you get it right. But not a useful one for plates, it has to be said, down to its whiteness and its blueness and its... bleh. Washington State is... well, at least it's been going for a while. That design till present, 2010 till present, but it's got a similar problem as Virginia in the sense that it's very white, very blue, bits of red on, very similar to other states, but Washington is a very distinctive state. It's on the west coast. It's northern because of the trees, so this might do it. Right, we're in an area of Seattle in a Safeway car park, and actually there might be something to be said for these plates. The way that they're coming out in the blur, you can see the red in the top left corner and blue at the bottom. You can see that. Look, there's another one. Red in the top left in a sort of strip. And then blue on the bottom. So actually, nice Bob Marley stickers there. Couldn't be further from Jamaica in terms of USA. But that is way better than I thought it would be, actually. And remember that on the west coast, you're more likely to get Japanese cars too, because they just ship them right over. And if you look at the trees, you might notice that you're on the west coast. But that's by the by. The plates ain't too bad. West Virginia is pretty good. It's got a blue strip at the top. You might get some yellow in there, bit of gold blurring it up a bit. That will help, because there are similar ones to this. White on the bottom since 95. That's what we like to see. Let's check it out. Charleston, West Virginia. Distinctive Appalachian hills all around us. Look at the plate. It's exactly what I dreamt it would be. Blue on top, bit of gold, yellow, but it's appearing goldy orange, and just white, completely white on the bottom. And that is widespread. Make no mistake, that is on pretty much every car. It's one of those states with no plates on the front as well. That might help you. Let's look around at some of the others. Yep, there it is. This is a good one. And look at that. The blue and gold of West Virginia. Clear as day. Thanks, mate. That's just capped it off. Our penultimate state, Wisconsin. It's almost over, guys. The ordeal is almost over if you're still watching. This has been going for a while, which helps me out. It's white. It's got red in the top left corner. That in itself is quite distinctive. Yeah, we can ignore these with this green strip. It's this one we're looking for. Red in the top left corner, white everywhere else. We're in Green Bay, aren't we, fella? I opted for Green Bay, not sure why. But let's look at the plates. We've got white. We've got red at the top. It's a little bit... that one's better. Red on the top left. That's what I was hoping to see. Ooh, not blurred out at all. But that's the plate we're looking for sure. White with red on the top left again. Yeah, this is good. I do love these states where they've had the same plate for years and it's distinctive in its design. Hopefully this plate will help you decipher it from, you know, your Maines, your Minnesotas, etc., etc. It's a good plate. You can definitely see the red in the top left. Nice stuff. On to the last one. Wyoming, the cowboy state, is our final state, of course. And we're not going to look at this one. We are going to look... Oh, wait a minute. Okay. That is actually very similar to the most recent one, 2016. You can see it there. It's got the flat top mountain. Is that what it's called? Square top mountain. My mistake. So we're looking for that. But also, well, this one might be even more common, to be honest. And it's that. So they kind of look similar. But you're definitely going to see the square top with the green below it, which is going to differentiate that one from this one. Let's see how common they both are in Wyoming. Here we are in lovely Wyoming. Look at it. Very western, isn't it? There's the flag flying proudly. Let's look at the plates. Can't see much from that one. What about this one? This looks a lot more blue. Ooh, very blue. That could be that one, I guess. Moving on. A red one there. A gold one there. I don't think this is very good. Very blue again. What's going on here? Very blue, very blue. Okay. They're very blue, apart from if they're completely different. I guess look out for blue plates, really. That's all I can say. Because this one is coming out like that. I can only presume that it's that one. And even if it's not, that's what we're seeing, blue plates. So combine the blue plates with this terrain and landscape, basically, and styles of building. Guys, we are done. We have got through all the plates. It was a long journey, but I do believe that if you've watched it all, it might work miracles for you on the odd occasion. No matter what format you're playing, I do think it's already helped me. It's already helped me, to be fair, on 10-state challenge. So yeah, it can't do you any harm if you are a Geoguessr enthusiast. Right, I'm going to show you a quick graphic now of all the states that do not have plates on the front. This is very, very useful. 18 states don't have plates on the front. Let's check it out. Okay, very quickly, I think this is definitely worth looking at. Which states require front license plates and which don't. If you can get these in your head, it might be just better to visualize this map, really. All of the ones down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, in this bottom right-hand corner, do not require license plates at the front of the car. Also Kentucky, Indiana, Michigan, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Delaware do not either. Oklahoma, Kansas, New Mexico, Arizona. So basically, most of the South, all of the South really, apart from Texas for some reason, yeah, so it's just about learning it really, or at least visualizing that map, getting it in your head. The more you play it, you'll learn it. But yeah, that is very important really, because you can definitely use that to rule out things straight away. You know, if you're umming and ahhing about certain states, you can just blanket rule out several states in one go. So very useful. To sum up, guys, certain states are crap. Certain states are kind of all right. I'd put them in 3 categories. Ones that are pretty much useless. Ones that are sort of all right, you know, I'd say Illinois is all right. You know, you've got the blue going into the white. I would say Maine is okay. Maryland's okay. But then you've got the standout ones. These three are crap, by the way. Just useless. They all look the same, unfortunately, when they're blurred. But, as I was going to go on to say, you've got the standout ones. New Mexico is great, even though it's got two separate designs. They're just very distinctive. New York, I would say, is in this category. Pennsylvania is in this category. Oregon is in this category. I would say that Idaho is in the category. West Virginia, Vermont. Okay, there are certain states, New Jersey is one, that are just very reliable, useful ways of figuring out where you are. Idaho is arguably the best. But there's several. Florida, Hawaii, Delaware. You know, there's a fair few, to be fair. Alaska is one. There's a fair few that can really help you. And all of those things combined, all of those regs combined, surely will help you in the long run. And that's what this was all about. It might have been a bit long-winded, but I've enjoyed learning about all the different license plates. I hope you have too. Thanks for watching it all, and there'll be more hot tips to come. There's so much to do. Give me your suggestions in the comments below. Peace out. Thanks for watching.